discuss this with our guest now. We're crossing live to Anna Malindog-Uy, Vice President of the Asian Century Philippines Strategic Studies Institute. Many thanks for joining us. It's very good to see you today. So China warned not to play with fire when speaking about the Taiwan question. It's a very sensitive topic for China. Both the Philippines and the US officially maintain this one China policy. So do you feel like there's a contradiction in practice here?
When you talk about the Balikatan Exercises, I think as far as China is concerned, again, it is very concerned if you will have a huge military exercises of what is happening right now in the Philippines between the United States and the Philippines and other allied countries. And as far as China is concerned, this is a provocation, especially if you talk about the Taiwan Strait issue. So it's something that is creating some kind of tension. And as far as the Philippines is concerned, it's saying that it honors one China policy. But I think as far as China's side, it's kind of thinking if it's really true, then why do you have to have this huge military exercises that everyone in the region and even in the world would know that it has something, in a way, if you have America or the United States being involved, it always have this kind of thinking that it's addressed or it's like kind of intended for or in a way related to the Taiwan Strait volatility or situation. Yeah.
Yeah, China has warned other countries against using the Taiwan issue as an excuse to step up military activity in the region. Why do you think Beijing stopped short of mentioning the US directly?
I think Beijing is always having this very diplomatic way of answering questions or presenting its stand on issues. That's why it did not really specify in terms of naming the United States. But everyone in the world and even in the region knows already Beijing is referring to the United States. It's not something that is, it's not something as if it's not known to everyone. So I think it's more about the diplomatic way of, of expression of Beijing when you talk about these things. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on it? How do you assess the impact of US-Philippine military drills aimed at regional stability? Do they do anything to uphold peace in the region, in your opinion?
I think this huge military exercises between the United States and the Philippines, especially that other countries like, for example, Japan and Australia may participate also in these drills, in these huge drills, is first and foremost not necessarily maintaining peace and stability in the region, precisely because some regional countries view it as destabilizing the regional security order. And at the same time, the more you do this, especially in a huge and a huge scale, it kind of provoke tension in the region and also may provoke also on military buildup and arms race in the region. And one more important thing is it challenges to a greater extent the concept of ASEAN neutrality, that ASEAN countries and ASEAN as a member, as a bloc, should promote neutrality and should be, and also it challenges what you call ASEAN centrality, that when you talk about regional issues, especially in Southeast Asia, ASEAN should be at the center. And another thing, I think, when you talk about the Philippines, it in some ways, this kind of military drills that involves the United States, in some ways, many people in the country, in the Philippines, would view it as militarizing the Philippines as against to China. And on the other hand, it also compromises to a greater extent what you call the autonomy and independence of the country. I'm referring to the Philippines in this context.
Well, as the Philippines moves to strengthen its military ties with the US, do you foresee any lasting impacts for the Philippine-China relationship?
As you can see, the Philippine-China relationship at the moment is very challenging, both diplomatically and politically speaking. So with this kind of huge military exercises between the United States and the Philippines, to a certain extent, it will provoke more tension between Philippines and China and exacerbate this very challenging political relationship between the two countries. So it's supposed to be something that the two countries supposed to be should lower the tension, but with this kind of huge military exercises, I think tension will be there more and would be intensified to a greater extent. That's what I think. Yeah.
Great hearing your thoughts. Many thanks for joining us on the program today. Anna Malindog-Uy, Vice President of Asian Century Philippines Strategic Studies Institute. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.